Okay, you know the drill. I have lots of stuff to do, very little time. I have a list ready. I wrote this out last night. It's split into 3 different categories that hopefully I can get done in an hour each, and that will have me sorted for the day. I can actually already cross a couple of things off here. So on the way back from dropping baby off at nursery, I was meant to stop by at the shop and pick up some fairy liquid. I forgot, got home, had to go back out and get that, but that's done now. And then when I got home, I cleaned the bathroom. So those are the kind of everyday home things that needed doing. And then this is one of those days where I try to add in any of those little things that have been on the list for a while, but I never would have got round to if I wasn't actively trying to get things done. And one of them is fixing the bed. I don't think you can see it, but some of the screws just came unattached. It's a really simple bed frame, but some of it is not attached where it should be. Every time I get into bed, it like rattles around, and I think it's only a matter of time before the whole thing collapses. So I'm hoping I can fix it without taking the mattress off, because the mattress is really heavy. Now here in my daughter's room, I want to decorate it sometime soon. I want to paint it. I need to get rid of this cursed wallpaper. There's been the bane of my existence. The amount of times I've redone this wallpaper, different taste, different whatever. It needs to go. I would like to do a mural on this wall, I think, or maybe this one, but I haven't figured out what I want to paint yet. I can't figure out what colour I want to do things, but once I do finally figure it out and start getting around to the decorating project, one of the things I want to work on is this table. My grandma left this to me when she passed away. She knew how much I loved elephants, and it's been hard to find a place for it in the flat, so it's been in here for a little while, but it's really wobbly. I think there might even be a video of me fixing it a while ago in a vlog. I've tried glue, I've tried screwing it, but it's just the wood on the base and on the top is really old and it's kind of falling apart. So I'm thinking of taking the bottom and the top off, replacing that with something else, and maybe stripping off the varnish and restaining it, and maybe having the top a nice fun colour or something, just making it into a table that baby Ro can sit at, and we can, you know, do crafts and maybe she can eat snacks there. I just think it would be really, really nice to get a second life out of this table, especially it going from being in my grandma's living room for like my entire childhood and as long as I can remember to now living here. So yeah, I am just measuring it up so that when I do get around to starting this project, I at least have that information there. I'm gonna sort of base the wood that I get for the top and the bottom on what's already here, but hopefully something a bit thinner because this is quite like chunky and clunky. Also need to maybe get some like polymer clay or something, just something to make new tusks for this because it lost its tusks quite a while ago. Right, so that is us done for house stuff. I don't know how long I've been going so far, but I think probably less than an hour, which is great. We are hopefully ahead of schedule. Next up is self-care, and I'm starting with the basics of basics, a shower. I am still wearing just whatever I threw on when I was dropping baby off at nursery, so this is the vest that I slept in. I'm wearing my husband's boxers. I need a good clean. Okay, cleaned, exfoliated, moisturised, dressed, and yes, I did just replace one black vest with another, but at least this one's clean. Hair done, makeup done, and I have tooth whitening trays in, hence why I'm talking like this. I got these from my dentist a while ago, but I keep forgetting to use them, so it was on the list today, and it's actually happening. I need these in for like another half hour. I might take them out early because I need to get on with work, but we'll see how I get on with the rest of my self-care. So we're multitasking at the moment. I am taking my nails off. These are press-ons. I only did these the other day, but I'm just not that keen on the colour. I think maybe for autumn or like next time I watch Wicked, but for now, I don't know, they're kind of jarring to me. I've already taken off one. I don't normally soak them like this. This is how you're meant to take them off, but usually they'll last me like a week or two, and by the time I want to take them off, they're a bit looser and I can just like get them off after a long shower or like washing the dishes. So today I thought I'd do it properly, and while I'm soaking those, I am going to work on doing some kind of journaling. I keep this, I call it a commonplace book. I don't know if it technically is, but in here I just write notes on the things that I'm reading, things that I've watched, just sort of reviews and thoughts. And usually I write them on my phone first, just because like while I'm reading, I'll be taking notes throughout the book, and I do that on my phone. So I have a few that I need to transfer over, and I thought that'd be a nice relaxing thing to do while I soak my nails. Okay, that's one hand done and one page done. I think if I can do maybe a page a day, I will catch up on all of the backlog within like a week or so. So now, since this other hand is soaking, I can't do any writing, I'm going to do another thing that fills me up, that recharges me, that I would consider to be self-care, and I'm just going to spend the next however long chatting with a friend on WhatsApp. I'm never taking my nails off like that again. I am always just gonna pop them off like I always have. It did something to the glue, soaking them like that, and it took so long to scrape all the glue off, and so it took forever, and now I'm so behind schedule and I'm freaking out. But these are the nails. I actually had these on last week. They're from Etsy. They're a little bit too big for me, the little finger and ring finger, but I really, really like them, and I wanted nice nails for this week because it is my birthday this weekend, and that is also part of why I have so much to do today. I'm taking a half day off work on Friday, and I'm going out for margaritas and tacos with Ozzy. This evening I'm going out to Chipotle with my mum and my sister. It's like a birthday tradition. For any of our birthdays we always go to Chipotle. So before that, I would normally have time once baby is back and napping to finish up whatever I'm doing, but today we are going straight from nursery to my uncle's house. He just got out of hospital earlier this week, so we're going to go and visit him, and I need to message him to see if he wants me to pick anything up on the way. So yeah, a little bit hectic. Also, I wanted neutral nails because later on this week I want to take some product photos, and I always like to have neutral nails for that. But enough nail talk. Are we done with self-care? So the only thing that I didn't get around to was a bit more journaling, writing out my line a day journal. I can probably do that later though. I can do that in bed. I need to remember to move that journal into the bedroom because I always forget to do it in the evening and use it. So that is okay to leave. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to finish my work now, which... Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna set a timer. I have about 45 minutes before I have to go and get baby from nursery. Before that, I will have to do a bit of a tidy up and then prep stuff for when we go. So I need to make her a bottle, make sure I've got her bag and stuff ready. So I'm gonna put, how long? 40 minutes on this timer. Oh, I should get a thumbnail now, shouldn't I? This is so awkward. Oh my god. Okay. One of those we'll have to do. I'm trying to get better at having like good thumbnails, so when I remember, I try to actually do them in the video. That is so awkward and uncomfortable and cringe. Okay, so timer is set. Let me reset it because I've just been making a thumbnail for 2 minutes. Okay, so film a video. I'm just going to use the setup that I have here currently, and while we're here I thought I would talk about another way that I've been reclaiming my time. So you can see that my self-care isn't just like face masks and bubble baths, as much as I would love like a full-on at-home spa day. I do the little bits to treat myself, like my nails, but the biggest thing is the stuff that is going to fill my cup, like chatting with a friend or having fun with hobbies. And I'm trying to make a big shift from how much I'm consuming compared to how much I'm creating. There is space in my life for both, but I need to get the balance right. And something that is helping with that is today's sponsor, Craftsy. If you haven't heard of it, Craftsy is an amazing online resource for everything creative, with over 2,000 classes in everything from drawing, painting, baking, sewing, knitting, quilting, you name it, they have classes to suit every skill level, taught by professional, award-winning instructors who actually make you feel like you can do the thing. So, of course, I've been diving into like drawing and painting classes, but what I'm really interested in at the moment is exploring things like sewing and knitting, both things I have like basic experience in, but I could really see myself leveling up potentially with the right guidance. Also, cake decorating is calling my name a little bit. I recently made these cupcakes for baby Ro for her first birthday, and it was so fun. I don't know, it was just nice to feel passionate about something and excited to learn something new. Also, if you're on the fence, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a full year of Craftsy's premium membership for just $1.49, which is actually around the same as what I spent on the fairy liquid earlier, for a year's unlimited access to all of it: baking, painting, sewing, drawing, everything, plus like live tutorials, downloadable resources, and a community of makers to connect with when you need inspiration or just want to nerd out about your latest project. So thank you to Craftsy for sponsoring the video and for the amazing deal, and thank you guys for sticking around and supporting the brands that support this channel. Okay, time to film, even though I am already filming, time to film a different video. Right.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that's done. Video filmed. I foolishly in my mind thought that I would somehow be able to do that faster than I did. And when I was making my list of things to do today, I added extra stuff onto my work tasks because I thought I would be done way before the 3 hours was up. So I wanted to also film a reel, and then I have some like admin stuff to do, tracking my finances and my social media stats in a spreadsheet, and not particularly work, but the childcare funding hours have been increased and I need to apply and I need to message our nursery, you know, boring admin stuff. I could, depending on how things go now, do those two sort of computery tasks on my phone on the way to my uncle's if baby sleeps on the way. We will see. Filming that reel is not going to happen. But I now need to have something quick to eat, make a bottle for baby, and get going. Part of me feels like I got a lot done in these 3 hours. Part of me feels like I barely scratched the surface. The fact that I had bonus tasks on my list, like decluttering my clothes and printing photos for my sketchbook, crazy. Just crazy. It just goes to show that I need to reevaluate how long things take me. But I'm glad to have ticked lots of other things off the list. I'm glad to have had some time for self-care, and I'm happy that you were here to join me. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks again to Craftsy for sponsoring this video, and I will see you in the next one.